listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session at the Nasty Table.
Do not break that wax seal under any circumstances.
Somebody not in this party that could resize your chain shirt?
You don't look like a smith to me. You look like more like a, I don't know, a tinker.
The fuck's the difference?
Jizzix's mounts.
Thank you.
Yes, how about you?
You wild shape into a mule. Hello, Book. This is Kalka. Your book is overdue. I will start accruing the payment for you.
Let's put the cart in that fucking bag of holding.
2 figures atop the dune, blinding on approach, covered in mirrors, speak to you in a language that you do not understand.
Feels very fall.
Beer meets
Yeah,
cider.
I think this is my favorite section of the whole thing. Like, I'm so excited for all of them.
Dude, the mixed
But
drinks
some of
with
them are
beer,
really tough.
Just
That's what
just
this
great.
is.
I think that's,
This
I think
is
that's
really
all we've
simple.
had so
That's-
far.
No,
La-
we didn't have beer last week.
Ginger beer,
Oh, well.
not real beer. Yes,
Yeah.
okay, fine.
Count.
All right.
But
We start off with semantics?
Celebration Brew was
That was
that was
beer.
Celebration
Yeah.
Brew was
great.
Yingling,
technically
right?
it was Yingling and it was a beer drink, but it was in the rum section because it was rum in it.
Ah. So what are we sipping on this evening?
This is Shadow Dark.
Shadow dog.
This is the picture. Shadow Dark.
Shadow Dog.
Shadow Dark. Do you want the story or the ingredients first?
Feed me the story. Give me a dramatic rendition. 'Twas a dark and stormy night.
During a night of joyous debauchery at the yawning portal, it is sometimes easy to forget that unspeakable horror and terrible danger lurk just a stumble away. This frothy concoction called Shadow Dark is a reminder of sorts. Blood red and stormy, edged with bitterness and rich sourness.
Fucking edged with bitterness. That's crazy.
The flesh of match cherries swirl in its depths like a promise of devastation, and the final chewy swallow is a moment of sweet release. If that all sounds a little theatrical, well, you should know that this drink did not come from the yawning portal from the dangerous... did not come to the yawning portal from the dangerous and often brutal worlds of something I can't pronounce. This drink came from the dramatic surface dwellers who have a romantic and largely inaccurate conception of the Undermountain as a place of sexy mystery and miserable poetry. It is on the menu at the Yawning Portal because gloomy younger patrons drink it a lot.
They saying this is a bitch drink?
Yeah. I'm hearing
Big
it's a
bitch
hippie bitch drink.
That's exactly it. So it is literally just a couple muddled cherries, half a beer, a half a cider, and cherry juice. That's all it is. Simple.
What kind of cider?
I got Down East.
Oh, like it's an alcoholic cider?
Craft cider, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just hard cider.
Does it call for hard cider or does it call for cider?
12 ounces hard cider.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to see the picture. Back at the table again now, finally joined by Alex, live and in person, no longer behind a fucking computer screen.
Fuck all computers.
You're gonna go through this session, and by the end of it, you're gonna be like, why? Like, it'll never feel the same again.
Dude.
You're getting a taste of what it's like to be back here.
I was thinking that as I sat down, I was like, this is gonna hurt next time I
Yeah,
play
it is.
Danville.
It is.
It's gonna fucking hurt.
But we're glad to have you back. It feels right having the table fucking full like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess I have to get this.
I want to get into it. I want to get rolling. So if we want to start with a recap of last session.
Wait, how the fuck did you get caught? Did we talk about that?
Dude, no.
Interesting question.
I fucking he didn't clarify. Like Vorgoth didn't clarify. I don't know, dude. It's just eyes everywhere, I guess, from this guy.
Oh yeah, you don't trust me. You don't believe in me.
Oh yeah, that
believes in
too.
me,
No, I
man.
fucking Cree just didn't think about that.
I think Levi's crazy.
Why?
I think he's a crazy person.
You think?
Is he crazy, or have I just been drinking too much?
No.
when I towards
No,
the end
no,
of the
no.
session?
He has a very specific like manner of going about things, and I feel like he's a naturally irrational in just strictly talking in like what the fuck is the word? What's it called? Like when you interact with people, interpersonal, irrational in interpersonal situations. And it is interesting to watch. And he also is like, to me, he's reading as like this person who wants to be validated really bad, and he's fighting for that. And you're playing that very, very well in the little kind of aspects like that. The big blowouts are obviously like very noticeable, but there's also little things that you do that kind of point towards that character motivation, which is very interesting to me.
It's kind of how I wrote it.
So, upon a dune around midday, the four of you find yourselves face to face with two lizard-riding orcs, wearing armor stitched with mirrors, bearing the banner of the Cracked Mesa clan. They don't appear immediately hostile, but instead, to Cree, repeat the same phrase in Orcish. What do you guys do?
Hello, we are venturing party number 4. We are Uloth. We're here for Uloth. And I raise a brow.
Quizzical look from the one who kind of positions himself closer to you, then the other dismounts off his lizard and kind of takes 2 steps, takes a knee to kind of meet your gaze, just kind of gives you this quizzical look, says something in Orcish. Short sentence.
Turn around. Fuck. Does anybody speak Orcish?
Nah, sorry.
I just fucking stare at him.
He repeats what he said.
I just. Yes. No, I start nodding my head. Yes. Uloth, yes.
The other one who's behind him dismounts off his lizard too and kind of takes a couple steps and begins looking over the banner that's hanging on the side, looking over towards the other 3 of you along with the mule turnip. This orc who's in front of you, still on his knees, kind of starts patting you down. Do you let him?
I back up. I back up a little bit.
You back up?
I'm like, oh. And then I point at the banner. I say, Uloth, Uloth.
I gotta make a roll. He says, Uloth. And then says something in Orcish. The one finishes looking over the banner and then kind of takes a hesitant look over the 3 of you, takes like a step closer.
Fucking T-pose. I'm like, come on. I T-pose. I'm like, pat me the fuck down.
The one who was originally patting you down now takes another step closer to you and begins patting you down, checking your pockets. He says something in you in Orcish. Roll insight.
10.
You can tell just based off of the tone of his voice, it looks like he's starting to get frustrated.
I just let him keep doing what he's doing.
The one who was looking over the banner now looks over you guys, and you can see this armor that they're wearing is like catching the light, very prismatic, very like it is pretty. Obviously in this exact moment it's hard to kind of analyze that as such, but he takes a spear off his back and kind of holds it towards his side, looking over the 3 of you guys. The guy who's talking to you and patting you down finishes, stands up, looks down at you, says something in Orcish again, and has a very stern expression on his face.
I'm just fucking staring at him like I'm just like, dude, don't you get it? I don't speak your lingo. I'm just staring at him. Just like, what the fuck?
He's going to try to push you. Are you going to resist?
I'm gonna resist. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna resist.
It's going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
It's just a slight shove, kind of moves you back maybe 3 or 4 feet. You kind of steady yourself. The guy with the spear now kind of raises it up, looking towards the 3 of you guys.
I pull out my Adventurers Guild ID card. Something. Just fucking look.
He grabs it, starts looking over. Uloth. And he taps the card and looks at you.
Uloth.
This is going to be really hard to explain over an audio medium, but he's going to start doing some hand gestures. So he taps on the card, points towards you, points towards where you guys came from, and then points towards the ground. Uloth.
Uloth. Vorgoth. Uloth.
Vorgoth.
Vorgoth.
And he taps on the card. Vorgoth.
I turn around. Vorgoth? He doesn't give a shit about the Adventurers Guild shit. Okay, so I just... Vorgoth.
The guy taps on your card and starts like flicking it kind of hard, and then points towards the 3 of them. Vorgoth.
Vorgoth.
Points towards the ground again. Vorgoth. Uloth.
Uloth. Uloth. No Vorgoth.
He says something in Orcish. The guy who's holding the spear now kind of at his side, kind of almost like rotating it towards the 3 of you guys, says something in Orcish to this guy who's talking to Kree. The guy who's talking to Kree responds back in Orcish. Uloth.
Uloth.
He points towards your guys' lizards and says something in Orcish to you. It seems like one word.
Okay. Okay. Looking ahead, do we see tents? Do we see?
Nothing. Middle of the
It
desert.
is fucking middle of the desert. 2
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
Walk up back to the mounts. Just mount up.
The guy who's holding the spear puts it back on his back and begins walking away back to his lizard mount. And the guy who you were talking to, kind of as you're saddling up on your lizard, he looks towards you, points at him. Uloth.
Uloth. And I nod. Alright, I think he wants us to follow him on the mounts. So I walk back up to my lizard, mount back up.
As you do, he turns around, mounts back up on his lizard. The guy who was holding the spear at the 3 of them kind of scurries down the dune kind of fast on his lizard. This guy kind of taking a more slow and steady approach and is like looking back at you, like taking like a couple double takes. What do you do?
I fucking wave. I'm like, good. Vorgoth. Just mount up. Just get ready to follow whenever they start moving.
He starts moving. What are the 3 of you guys doing, and what was your general demeanor during this entire interaction?
Confusion.
I think Hanto was at ease, mesmerized by the armor. Like a cat.
Chasing the laser beam?
I think Levi's kind of looking up at the cracked Mesa banner as he does it, trying to keep eye contact with it.
So, with your guys' riding lizards, I'm sorry, I really forget kind of how we had it set up. I think it was Rook has his own lizard and is also pulling along
that's how it
Turnip.
is. Yeah,
Okay.
We're chained.
Yep. You guys go through. So this one guy who originally had the spear scurried down the dune. He's going pretty fast, but the other guy who's talking to you, on his knee, is going a little bit slower, but at a pace that you guys can keep up with. Like I said last session, these 2 guys seem very, very skilled in riding these lizards, much better than you guys are. But he's able to kind of slow down his pace at a reasonable speed in order for you guys to kind of follow. And it looks like he's going for a while, probably about 5-10 minutes pass as he's going on and you guys are following. Any conversations between the four of you?
Their lizards didn't have banners, right?
One of them did, yeah.
Same banner?
Yep, same banner.
And sorry, what is the symbol?
It's an orange tattered flag with what looks like red paint to mark a trapezoid.
Okay.
They continue off for another 10, 20, 30 minutes. The guy who sped off ahead is completely out of view, but this guy who's kind of keeping pace, he's constantly like looking back to make sure that you guys are in tow and following. What distance are you keeping between you and this guy if you are taking up the head?
Man, like 20 yards, like about 20 yards. Yeah.
So decent amount of distance.
Yeah, not too far, but close enough where like if he bolts, we can bolt too.
Okay. Continuing on for another 10, 20 minutes, almost an hour has passed by this point, before you see, kind of nestled on the back of this huge dune, and I cannot understate this, massive, size of almost a skyscraper dune, right in like this cauldron where a couple dunes dip down that aren't as big as this one, but still nestled right in the back of this one, this super simple camp. 6 tents scattered in a semicircle. You can see even from this distance, and you're probably about 100, 150 yards away, carts, tied off lizards, several fires. You notice one tent among them seems a little bit larger than the rest. And from this distance too, you can see piles of shiny material, not hard to infer even from this distance, likely scrap metal kind of just laying haphazardly around the camp. But it does seem like a lot. You don't see anything else of note, no structures, no buildings, no mine entrance, nothing like that from where you see this. And from this distance, you think is enough distance has kind of been gapped between that first guy who left that you don't even see him at all once you kind of rise up over this dune and see this scene here. But the guy ahead of you begins making his way down this dune and towards this camp. You still follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting closer, distance goes from 150 to 150 yards, 25 yards. You see a couple people, orcs, not all wearing this armor that you see on these guys, just kind of milling about the camp. Some of them seem like they're tending to fires. Some of them seem like they're stitching clothes and stuff like that. You see maybe about like half a dozen of them in total. But like I mentioned, a handful of different tents, specifically 6 in total tents. One of these larger ones here too. Coming closer, you can see, like I mentioned, these piles of scrap metal, just chunks and bits of Warforged, and some of them are like entire Warforged. You see one guy who has a Warforged on one of these tables, an orc, I should say, and is just like hacking it up with this big axe, like cutting off the pieces, ripping apart the servos and circuit boards, just kind of separating the scrap into different piles. This guy who's leading you gets to the edge of this camp, dismounts off his lizard, and begins making his way towards one of the large tents that's here, the largest tent that's here. And he looks back towards you guys, points towards Kree, points towards that tent. Uloth.
Uloth.
The guy who dismounts off the lizard in front of you guys begins making his way to that tent. Do you guys dismount and follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Making your way out, and you kind of have 2 tents on either side of you as you get into like this common area where there's a couple fires that are spread around, different orcs that are handling different odd jobs around. One of them's like staking the coals. The other one, like I mentioned, is like cutting up this Warforged and taking apart the individual pieces. This guy who you originally met brings you up to the edge of this tent, reaches for the flap and brings his hand back without opening it, and just kind of stands towards the side of it, looks towards Kree, taps on the tent. Uloth.
I just nod. Give him a nod. Walk right in.
Walk right in. As you're walking, he puts his hand out and looks towards you and says something in Orcish, and then makes like a stabbing motion with his hand.
The eyes you gave me in a stabbing motion with his hand. It's like what are his eyes telling me with this? Like
He's waiting for a response.
that's it?
Yeah.
No emotion, just like
Yeah, literally what I just did.
I point I just point in and I say give a thumbs up. I point in and I fucking give a thumbs up.
He points towards you and then makes a stabbing motion and then points towards himself. And then sticks his hand out and taps on the top of his palm.
I pull my sword out.
And he sticks his hand out.
I put my blade right up against his palm and I just lightly.
He rips it back as it kind of gets halfway in and he shakes his hand out. He shouts something in Orcish and then puts his hand on your blade to try to pull it.
Great. He was I think he was asking.
We have to kill him.
No.
Come
blood.
I did not expect you to do that.
I think he was asking us to relinquish our arms so we don't kill the captain. I don't think he was looking for you to shed his own blood.
He's still got his hand on like the edge of your blade and he's like holding the blade part of it. Shouts something in Orcish again.
I'm like looking up at him like, I'm watching you now. Let go of my blade.
And he grabs it still by the blade and just kind of throws it onto the sand and then points towards the three of you and says something in Orcish.
Is it all orcs here?
Yeah, so
Slow
you're
down.
looking around, you only see orcs.
Are they looking at us funny?
Not particularly, no.
I literally, like, from the bundle of knot, just pull one end of my loincloth completely naked. And then I visibly, like, retract my claws and just walk into the tent.
He notices and you
Yeah.
walk into the tent.
Naked.
Butt-ass naked.
Yeah.
He's looking towards you two. Rook, Levi.
I hand him my club, I guess.
You hand him the club.
Yeah.
He grabs it and it falls into the dirt next to him, the sand.
I kind of lift my full armor and the gauntlets up and kind of let him do a search.
He kind of takes a second, just like taps around, nods. Uloth.
Walk in.
Walk in.
Yeah.
Uloth.
Walking in, you see a simple tent, some crates kind of pushed together to make this makeshift table. Different notes are spread across it. There's also like segments on this table of paper that look like maybe angles, sharp stuff, maps, possibly hand-drawn but crude and all kind of spread around. There's two figures in here. One of them is a green-skinned orc with one large protruding tusk. No tusk on the other side. The other one is a little bit different looking. Orcish, sure, but maybe a half-orc. You can see that he is much smaller and has like smaller tusks than any of the other orcs that you've seen, even in Fort Chasm up to here. But the big difference is that he has this full head of like thick brown hair. Two of them seem to be having a conversation as you guys walk in with Hanto on the front. They both look up.
I guess as soon as I walk in, I mean, I kind of turn around and is everyone immediately following me?
Yeah, maybe like a beat, 2 beats pass before they come in. The guy with one tusk says something in Orcish.
I point to, like, you know, where we came from, the direction of Vorgath. Uloth.
The guy with one tusk nods, taps on his chest. Uloth.
Uloth.
Shakes his head. No.
Uloth?
Taps his chest. Uloth.
Uloth.
He points outside the tent. Vorgath.
Vorgoth.
The guy, the orc with the smaller tusks, longer hair. Vorgoth has sent you.
Huh. He has. Yes.
Job done.
He has, yes.
For what?
We took a contract at Fort Chasm with Vorgath to help heal the party at the Ebon Mines. I presume we're close, are we not?
I apologize, but we were not expecting anyone. The guy with the one tusk looks over at this guy who's talking to you and says something in Orcish. The guy, half-orc, kind of responds back in Orcish quickly, like a quick answer.
Right, we came from the God Keep, but we swore fealty to Vorgath, and we are contracted to come here and help heal the effort into the mines with the Warforged.
Do you have any rite of passage, proof for contract?
Never mind.
What am I missing?
Is that the sealed letter?
This was the letter that you're supposed to get.
Yes, Joe?
Just sealed, signed letter in the bag of holding.
It's in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Ah, I was drinking
like,
too
this
much.
is
God damn it, I thought you had it. Do you have it?
Dude,
No, I
it's
have
something
this,
every
but this
session
is
since
not
we started
that.
drinking, man.
Do you not? Somebody physically has it.
I had it. No, I had it, and then I gave it to you.
What was last
Yeah,
session's
but do you
bungle?
physically have
What was
it?
the name that we got wrong?
Is that what this
last
is?
session?
That's
It
not
was
what this
Jonathan,
is,
the
is it?
first one.
No,
I'm
there's...
not gonna say it because I don't want it to be a
Oh, I
thing.
know.
No,
I remember.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
forget
Shut the
too.
fuck up.
Oh, what did I call him?
Shut up.
Oh,
Shut up.
Jizzix. Jizzix, yes. Yes. My bad, man. My bad. Yeah, but do you physically have it? There was a physical letter.
Is
he
that
gave
what
us.
this is?
Is that it? That's the
think
letter.
so.
That
That's
looks
it.
typed.
Does it have the seal?
I'm not looking, but is this it?
No, that's not it.
That's what I didn't think
Is this
so.
your goddamn character sheet?
Yeah, no, this is the thing. This
Yo,
is the book.
yo, if nobody puts that letter in my fucking hands,
You
Is it
have
right
it.
you
there?
guys lost it.
I really think you physically had it. Am I crazy?
Yeah, he. I mean,
He
I
physically
don't have it.
You
He
took it.
physically had it because that's when the seal
I
broke.
do
When Nick
not.
had it
I
physically.
did not bring it.
I'm checking my bag.
Is it over there?
It's probably over
Is that it?
It's right
It's
there.
got red
I
ink
asked
on
that
it.
4 times and you fucking kept yelling at me.
Well, this doesn't have a seal. No, this is your list.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
check the bottom.
Okay, we have a lot of Kincaid.
Yo,
That's where I put my
I'm
stuff
saying,
at this session. It's
I'm
not
saying,
me. I don't have it.
in character right now, you guys are all arguing over who has the letter.
absolutely. I swear to God, you had it.
No, this is the fucking thing. Yeah, no, that's not what this is.
Am I crazy?
Dude, what did you do with it after the seal broke?
Yeah, because he got it when the seal broke.
I don't remember, but I don't have it, is what I'm saying, is I don't have it.
I'm an asshole if it's in my folder right now.
If we gave it to the bag of holding, why would it not
Definitely
be in
go
there? I don't have it. It's not in this folder, I'm telling you.
My bad.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck all of you. I remember opening the seal, but I don't have it.
Yo.
Dude, Finn was looking at me, and I'm looking at Finn, and I'm looking at you guys, and I'm like, me? I'm like, do I have it?
I gotta stop.
fucking
I
have
gotta
it. Why
stop
are you looking
drinking.
at me?
God damn. All right,
Dude,
fuck.
you know what's funny is last time we played on Sunday when we were watching football, we're sitting there and I looked at Joe and I went, yo, Finn was knocking him back last night.
In a demand for proof, a schism among the party as you guys scramble to try to find the letter.
And Levi looks at Rook without saying anything.
Hey, Levi.
He's asking for
What's he
fucking the thing we got.
Oh,
Proof of contraction, if you have it.
well, I don't have anything.
He gave it to you.
Oh? No. And I reach my hand in the sack.
It's full of cactus.
Yeah. And I look at you and I just like nervously, and I'm like,
Well, you might not have it, but he handed it to you. That's how we all saw it.
I get nervous. But I don't have it.
Oh shit.
Do you think I have it? I'm naked. I'm standing with
I
my
gave it
arms
to
and I don't
Levi.
have it.
I gave it to Levi.
One second. I walk out of the tent.
Walk out of the tent.
Go up to my lizard.
Yep.
I have the bag of holding attached to a saddlebag,
Yep.
tied off.
The guy who led you there kind of steps up behind you. Vorgath.
I kind of give him a look, and then I put myself between him and the bag so I can block it, and I open it up, and I think, I don't want this fucking letter to be in here. Do I pull out the letter?
Pull out
Reach
the
into
letter.
bag of holding?
Reach into the bag of holding. Pull out the letter.
Fuck. I walk back in.
Still inside the tent in this moment that's kind of past the half-orc. I apologize. I don't want to wish you any harm, but you're now trespassing.
Sorry, I was beaten.
You have it?
My memory was messed up.
Taking the letter from your hands, unfolding it and reading it.
It's like a penis.
He turns towards the guy with one tusk, says something in Orcish, then looks back at you four. This is Uloth. He oversees all that happens within the war party. You've been sent as healers, as you say. I apologize, it is a formality. We need to be sure of the people that we allow into this camp. You understand, right?
Yeah, understood.
You've been sent to heal. My name is Trilog. Unfortunately, due to your disposition of not speaking our tongue, I will likely be the person you talk to the most. No one here speaks Orcish.
Nope.
That's correct.
Not in passing a few words to get by.
Nothing.
No, but I suppose we could learn a couple keywords in a few days.
I would be happy to teach you. Means nothing to me. To at least update you on the situation, and first of all, let me thank you on behalf of myself and Uloth for coming. Things are not going to plan exactly here. It's progressing, but slower than we expected. The Yebben mines are about an hour and a half journey from here. We established this camp as a base of operations to explore, scout, and map the mines. Members of our party have gone in, come back with injuries. We've lost a few, truth be told. So your services are very well needed. This letter states that I'm to provide you with a tent, with food, and that you are to heal our wounded. It also states I'm not to put you in any danger. Are you amenable to that? And before you answer, it looks like he says something to the guy with one tusk, who's just kind of standing there, almost like menacingly, overlooking the situation.
Yes, we are. We will be able to heal. I will say, some of us, in the party in particular, do their best healing, unfortunately, by way of the contract when they are close to the danger. We can provide protection for ourselves, We will be more effective closer to the people that need it most at the front. It's just a fact of our skills.
You seem capable, but by word of the letter I've just been handed, I'm to keep you as far from the danger as possible. Perhaps, if the situation changes, we may reevaluate. Vorgath gives information based on what he knows, and we adjust accordingly. At this point in time, to put you any closer to the fray would jeopardize the safety of the men who are now sitting in triage, who we'd wish for you to heal at this present moment. If you find yourselves capable, and we deem it necessary for you to get closer to the action, as it were, I'm sure there would be no issues. But for now, I will provide you your tent and ask that you tend to our wounded in triage.
Where's Triage?
I'll take you there in a moment. Again,
And he points up towards the guy with one tusk.
Uloth is our commander. He will give orders. The only reason I'm talking this much, and this is the most I've talked in days, is because I only speak common. But I do speak for Uloth.
He looks up at Uloth. I'm not going to say the guy with one tusk or the guy you presume to be Uloth. He looks up at Uloth, says something in Orcish. Uloth responds something, and he just kind of like shakes his head a little bit.
I imagine your journey has been quite strenuous. We will tend to your mounts and get you situated in your tent.
Can I ask, you said if the situation on the front lines develops or changes, but what is the current situation on the front lines?
To be transparent with you, originally we were 30. Now we are 24. Another 8 past that, who we just sent to the mines. There are 16 of us in camp now. Those who left for the mines have not returned yet, and we expect them at daybreak tomorrow to report. The Warforged are plentiful. We found fit enough to outfit our soldiers with armors covered in mirrors. They reflect the laser weapons of the Warforged. The note that you provided from Vorgath states that you are knowledgeable of the enemy that we face. Is that the case?
Yeah, we've seen a few, but we've also we fought a few more than that.
And have you any experience with this energy laser weapon?
Yeah. Most of us have felt it, to be honest with you.
Have you any information regarding its interaction with reflective surfaces?
We didn't know about that.
No.
It minimizes the damage inflicted but does not diminish it entirely. It's helpful, but not immunity to such a weapon. It's a devastating weapon.
Does it shoot back at them?
It refracts in all directions but doesn't cause any harm once it does.
And you're just getting material for mirrors out here?
Yes, there was a merchant who arrived several days ago by the name of Jizzix. He, in his wares, sells many a mirror. We found it quite useful. It was a thought of Uloth, and we applied it well, stitching bits and pieces of mirror to the armors.
Smart man.
He looks up towards Uloth, says something in Orcish. Uloth nods and then looks towards you and nods.
So might we ask, do you have any leftover cracked mirrors that we could wear? If we were to accelerate to this, well, to the Ebon Mines?
Is entering the Ebon Mines a goal of yours?
From our experience entering the depths of, their cave system, if they do not return by daybreak, we should send a rescue party to pursue them. They will need help getting back. They cannot do it on their own if they are already crippled.
It is at the discretion of Uloth.
I understand. That is what we've experienced. That is all.
We've experienced the same. As I said, this is our third, perhaps fourth, excursion into the Ebon Mines. It is a dangerous place and we face a dangerous foe. We know the dangers that can be incurred and the power of our enemy, which gives us an advantage. But they are mindless. They can be manipulated. Actively in the Ebon Mines, we set traps, pits that they fall into, pick them off from a distance. There are techniques that we have developed over these weeks.
Are you aware of the events that have transpired at the Avon Castillo?
I'm not.
Well, Vorgath is. I turn to the party when I say that. Like, I'm not. It's not like we can even hide this, but there was a giant fissure at the Avon Castillo that some of the local soldiers, guards, what have you, entered. We were a part of that party, and all hell broke loose out coming from that fissure, and hundreds, thousands, perhaps, Warforged emerged from that fissure.
That tracks well. He has a theory that the Ebon Mines themselves extend into a series of underdark caverns that extend all across the Grand Urg, and that if this is the source of the Warforged, they may spread, rise from the ground, making their way into old abandoned mine shafts, tunnels, foundations of cities. Perhaps we are the war front against an incursion across the Grand Urg. So if what you say is true, and they have risen, we may be on the forefront of where they are rising from.
At the very least, they are above ground at the Van Castillo, I can promise you that.
We take time, analyze old maps of the region, but the Ebon Mines themselves, no maps exist. The mines have been closed for 100, 200 years. It was originally a gem bug cave. Small creatures with gemstones embedded in their back, killed for the collection of those gems. But it was closed due to them tunneling too far into the Underdark. In the time that's transpired since, it has been off limits. Dangerous creatures of all manner of underground chaos rise. The dead themselves who roam beneath this land. But for some reason now it contains Warforged. Where they come from, we do not know. We've only gotten so far in. Comparing different excursion parties who make their way in, who try their hardest to map the inside, comparing them against each other, we have a rough idea and believe ourselves to be perhaps halfway through.
You do not know where this is coming from. In other words, are you saying you do not know the source?
At this point, no. But it's the closest we've gotten.
Well, I can also to vouch for us to go to the Ebon Mines. I speak Undercommon. I don't know if you have acted with any folks from the Underdark yet. Friendly folks from the Underdark. Not that there are many, but
He smiles.
I can speak it. And I know it's not much, but I can tell you that I'm confident that there is a stone that is the source of these Warforged. I'm confident of that.
Stone.
It is a stone.
What kind of stone?
I'm not sure, but to be honest, you telling me about these gem bugs or what have you, it makes me ponder.
I would like to rely on anyone who's encountered these Warforged before in order to advise Uloth as best I can on next decisions. And if you do have the experience that you claim, and if you do have knowledge of whatever occurred with the Van Castillo, it will be helpful. But I need to remind you, this letter is explicit. You are to act as healers for Triage.
Understood.
A long moment kind of hangs for a second before Uloth.
Stones.
And Trilog looks up at him, says something in Orcish. Uloth looks down, says something in Orcish. Trilog,
Are you prepared to see your quarters? And then I will show you the triage.
Yes.
Okay.
Solemn nods as Trilog makes his way out. Like I mentioned, half orc, a little bit shorter than the orcs that you see around here. Short tusks, long brown hair, makes his way out. Your guys' weapons that are in the sand, he points down towards those.
You can carry those. You are now members of the war party.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Sheath it.
He makes his way past this common area that I mentioned. There's a tent that's directly across from Uloth's tent, and then to the left of that tent is a tent that's set up, medium-sized tent, looks like canvas tarping that kind of covers it, maybe about the size of... I don't know why this is the only thing I can think of. Probably about the size of a short bus. Like in my mind, that's the only fucking representation I can think of.
Come on, man.
Probably about the size of a short bus. He peels back the curtain there, and it looks like there's some tarps that are set up on the floor to cover the sand, and 4 cots that are set up, as well as a crate in the middle that seems like it's overturned on its side, and the lid for the crate is just kind of sitting on the side. Trilog looks towards you 4.
You can stay here. This is where you will sleep. Rest. We will make 3 meals a day. Midday, early morning, and at dusk.
Can I look around? Is there a lot of these types of tents set up around here?
Kind of peek your head out. Looks like there's one to your left, one to your right, one beyond that one, and then one on kind of like a corner shot, and then what looks like Uloth's tent, that large one that you were at.
But all about the same size?
Yeah, all about the same size except for Uloth's tent, which is noticeably larger. Cool. Roll perception.
$19.
19. Between Uloth's tent and another tent that's across from you, and I need to be clear, it's probably about 75 yards across. This camp itself is fairly large. Positioned between them is a cart that you recognize tied to 4 velociraptors that you recognize. Jizzix's cart.
We can call him Jiggix.
Jizzix
Am I allowed to?
No.
It's Jizzix.
I really didn't mean to do it.
You did, though.
I genuinely don't
Well,
think I did.
you need to live with your own failures.
Oh no, it was a failure, but it wasn't. It was an unintentional failure.
Jizzix.
Trilog.
You can set your bags down. Settle yourselves. I'll be waiting outside your tent for whenever you're ready to be taken to triage for healing.
Trilog said that?
Yeah.
Trilog?
Trilug. Trilug.
Trilog.
So load.
I think we just might need a moment to just situate ourselves and settle in.
I will give you the privacy that you require and check on the patients in triage to see if they're ready for treatment.
Thank you.
Steps out. Tarp closes behind him.
We can't fucking heal. We can't fucking sit in a tent and heal. First of all, even if we could, why the fuck would we do that?
I could heal people.
Yes, but what are we supposed to do? Just sit around and just... And you pretend to heal for all four of us?
No, you could do what you guys do best. And you guys are talking to people and finding out information. And you guys can go do that and I can heal people.
People are going to sit in this tent and watch him heal everybody. And what the fuck are we supposed to do? I'm sitting here with a sword the size of me.
Not to mention talking to people, Rook. Seems like the only guy we can talk to just walked out of here. Everybody in Triage probably speaking that bullshit everybody else been speaking around here.
Rook.
Why don't you learn the language?
Speak American.
Rook, how much healing can you do at once? In a day at the tent?
Well, I mean, I can heal, like, maybe, I can't heal a lot of people.
You can?
Can't.
Oh, you can't.
How about that unicorn? Can you do that unicorn thing again? What does that do for?
The unicorn.
Would that do would that do would that help a lot of people, or like? I think it would help a lot.
It would help. It would help a lot. Yeah.
Listen, if we... I can't help with, like, critical injuries or something bad, but... I could try my best to do something to... fake them out a little bit. Rub them up. Make them feel good.
Are you still butt naked?
Yeah. But, like, I'm not giving any, like, sexual look.
Oh, you picked up your shit.
There's nothing sexual to it. He just looks very serious, huh?
It's like the shower
Yeah.
after practice.
I might be able to do a little something.
I won't be able to do anything. I will not be able to do anything. I could cast some illusionary spells to...
You heard him. We just have to get through today, because we can go help the party tomorrow. If we can just heal a couple people today, under the misconception that we are all healing, but Rook is really just doing the bulk of the work, then we can make it to tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm on your wavelength there. I doubt they're gonna get 8 men back here.
They will not. You heard him. They trust our experience. You can convince them.
Yeah, I can do a little bit, but hell, I thought I'd save it for us. Not some schmucks that went out and got hurt on their own.
Well, if we can rally... I had to check again. I can heal a lot of fucking people. Like a lot of... Like, I can heal everybody if they're in the same spot.
Sound like Jesus.
I
So...
just want some wine.
I thought it was just like 1 or 2, but it's everybody in a specific amount of space.
I feel better.
Do you convey that in person, that you can heal a lot of people? Or in character?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Do you think they're all in 110?
I think he said that they are.
It sounded like they were in the same spot.
Didn't we say that how many people are in this whole, like, army?
You saw 6
I
people.
thought like, not as much as I thought it would
You saw
be.
6 people milling about.
Yeah.
He mentioned 8 people left. The 2 people that you interacted with on the dune, Uloth and Trilog, who you spoke with, and then he mentioned
24. He said down to 24. Right?
he said down to 24.
I don't know if that includes
That's
the
not
8
that
that
many
went out
people.
too.
Right.
Well, they don't know how we heal. We heal. So we can tell them what we need to have done for us to heal them most effectively,
Yeah,
right?
and it doesn't matter that you guys aren't healing, because if I heal everybody, then
You worry
They're
about
not
the
gonna
healing.
complain about
You too. I look at Levi and Cree. You two. You follow my lead, okay?
All right.
Just nod.
Are we ready?
yeah.
Yeah. Step back out of the tent.
Making your way out of the tent.
As we do this and transfer to different places, can I look to see if I see anybody working on this mirror armor
Yeah.
around camp?
Keeping an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm.
Making your way out, the first thing that's noticeable is this half-orc who's speaking common with you, Trilog, is making his way out of the tent directly next to you guys. When I say directly next, it's not like they're butted up against each other. There's probably like maybe 20 or so feet between them. He's making his way out and kind of catches you guys as you make your way out and kind of gives you a wave. Who approaches this and who goes off to do other stuff if that's the plan? All approaching?
I'll
Yeah,
approach you.
This is the triage tent. There are 3 injured in there now. Are you prepared to take a look?
Well, yeah, definitely.
He peels back the curtain and he's talking as he's walking in.
There is Nock, Juberg, Tarnob. They have been injured in the last excursion into the Ebon Mines. Nock has deep burns on his chest. Juberg has cuts, which we have tried to stitch as best we can, rudimentary as it were. Tarnob himself has broken legs. Is this within your capacity?
Looking towards the 4 of you guys.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Hello.
Stepping in, you
Are
see
they like in agony?
you see 6 cots. 3 of them are filled. There's 2 in the back, 1 in the front. The guy in the front is just like unmoving, just motionless, just like laying on his back. The one back to the back left is kind of like peeking up, almost like looking at you. And the guy who's in the middle back is just kind of like writhing, just like grabbing at his side.
Talk to me about footage. Do you know how many feet these guys are away from each other?
The 3 of them away from each other, I would say within a radius of 25 feet, I would say.
I just fucking do it. I cast the spirit totem, the unicorn totem.
Okay.
So this fucking unicorn appears, and it's the same one that you guys saw in the tunnel. And can I say it has like an audio, like there's like a sound, and it's like just like a magical sound to it, like
Sure. Yeah.
some type of weird ambience, and it just floats. And I just walk up to the guy who's unconscious, and I put my hand on his forehead,
Mm-hmm.
cast Cure Wounds, and
This magical healing energy comes out and kind of lights his body around the edges. So casting Cure Wounds. First of all, let's resolve Cure Wounds. How much is that going to heal for?
it's 1d8 plus my spell cast modifier.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Come on, Gary, he needs a new pair of shoes. Fuck. Okay, I got 5.
Okay, 5 points of healing to him, and then
Everybody that's in the room, really.
so that's what the unicorn
Yeah,
totem
even if
does.
you guys, even if are you guys not in here? You're in here.
I think everyone's in here.
We just got
Technically,
done.
you would get it too.
So everyone gets 5.
Everyone gets 5 health.
Really?
Yeah. Each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to your druid level.
Thank you.
So it's 5 to that guy,
And then 3 to everyone
3
else.
to everybody else.
Okay.
Sorry.
You guys walk in, everybody sees Rook kind of immediately take point, summon this My Way cactus unicorn that floats with this almost ethereal buzzing noise that echoes out, places his hand on the forehead of this unconscious orc, closes his eyes, and cast this healing spell. Everyone within this range is going to regain 3 points of health. The guy who you healed is going to get 5, along with the original 3 as well. Immediately, you see the 2 guys in the back kind of start to slow their breathing a little bit. The guy who's kind of sitting up and looking kind of like leans back and grabs his chest. I'm gonna have to make a couple of rolls here. I'm sorry. Trilog, who ushered you in.
Wow, what was that?
That was my spirit totem.
They
You
look
taught me.
they look better. It looks like Nock has stopped bleeding. Very good.
Do they need any? Do they need any more?
You're the healer. Take a look.
Who's in the worst shape?
Worst shape is
Bad
the guy who's unconscious, who still hasn't kind of, like, even come back
I
to
want to use my
consciousness yet.
healer kit on him.
Use your healer kit on him? All right. So taking the time, and this maybe takes like, a minute or so. During this time of Rook applying this healer kit to him, what are the three of you guys doing? Just watching?
So, I want to give my kerchief to. I just stick it out to one of you, whoever takes it first, and go get this wet and tend to the one's cuts. I point at the one that has cuts.
Levi will take it.
Take it.
Yeah.
Make your way out of the tent.
Yeah.
Okay. Making your way out of the tent back into like that common area that I was talking about. A couple orcs spread around. One of them's cutting up a warforge. The other one seems like they're like just tending to the fire. One of them you do see seems to be patching together bits of these mirrors and shards of glass into what look like leather armors. You do see kind of spread about is a pot of stew that's kind of off to the side, not like collecting flies or anything like that, and what do look like large urns. One orc walks up to it and kind of pours himself into his flask, and it looks like water comes out of the urn, puts the urn back down, and he screws his flask shut, puts it back on his side, and goes back to whatever he was doing. What do you do?
Walk up to the urn immediately. Is anybody watching me do this? Anybody give a shit?
Roll perception.
2.
2? No, nobody's looking.
Just as a preface, that kerchief I gave you is unused, clean.
Oh, it wasn't wrapped around your cat dick?
No. I have 3 swatches. That swatch has not been used yet.
Walk up, shoulders held high. Walk up to the urn. Give it a good dunk in there.
Yep. Clunk, clunk, clunk. There's an orc who kind of steps up to your side, says something to you in Orcish, but his body language looks neutral.
Hold out the wet handkerchief and squeeze it in my hand to drain it. Damp cloth.
And he like nods and smiles.
Put the urn back. Make sure it's where it was.
He smacks you on the back and kind of like laughs a little bit.
Look over to the guy that's tending to the armor.
Very focused, just kind of like going through stitching and weaving.
So you have a big pile of these mirrors.
You kind of take a closer look. It doesn't look like it. You don't notice like a stack of mirrors sitting next to him.
All right. Head back into the tent. Triage tent.
Okay. Still in this triage tent as Levi steps away. Anything else that you guys are doing?
The unconscious guy, the Rook is by him.
Yeah,
right?
he's applying his healer's kit to him.
I'll just like walk up to him and like kind of like, I don't know. I'd say kneel down, but I'm probably at eye level.
Kiss him on the forehead.
Yeah. You're doing great,
Get him a
sweet.
bowl
I
of
kiss your
soup.
boo-boos. I kiss your
Get
boo-boos.
him a bowl of soup.
Roll for kissing boo-boos.
Yeah, I'll just hang out and like, I don't know, pretend like
Stand
I'm
there and fucking do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you trying to act like you're playing a part in this?
Yes.
Roll performance.
Okay. I want to use all of my inspo. No, I'm kidding. 6.
You kind of like tap him a little too hard on one of the spots, and you see him like wince even though he's unconscious. Trilog is just kind of not so much watching you guys as he is looking at the other 2 guys who came to or who were in consciousness and now seem to be doing a little bit better, and seems to be talking to them in Orcish as you guys are tending to this unconscious guy. You apply your healer's kit.
Yeah.
How much does he heal?
10.
10?
10. 1d4, 1d6 plus 4 plus 2.
Wow. That's such a good feat.
Yeah.
Deep breaths as he kind of like shoots up and like looks out towards you. says something really, really fast in Orcish and just kind of like puts his hand out onto your shoulder.
That's gonna hurt him.
And he kind of like, his fucking hard, calloused hand just kind of like grabbing onto you, and he kind of like pulls it back. He like looks at you, and his eyes look like bloodshot.
Do you want? All right. So he comes out and he starts speaking that language, and I just start speaking fucking my way and just.
He looks around kind of frantically.
This guy thinks he's dead.
Sees Trilug in the back, and Trilug says something in Orcish. Seems to be trying to calm him down. And the guy who you were healing just kind of like takes a couple more deep breaths and like takes his hand off your shoulder. Just kind of like gives you like this wild stare. Just kind of like slowly leans back down to have his head propped up.
Rook just like smiles. And then goes over. Who's the next one?
So the other two are in the back, and it seems like Trilug's talking to them. And as you kind of get close,
These two seem stable. Burns and cuts are closed.
If they need anything else, I can do it.
They seem like they'll recover within a day or so.
Okay, perfect.
You've done fantastic work. This is exceptional.
Oh, thank you very much.
There's one other person that I would like you to tend to if you have a moment.
Sure.
Okay.
he begins walking out. Levi, you come in probably at this point.
I turn and look at Hunto.
Rook is a better healer than we thought, I suppose. We don't need to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this might just walk up to the guy with cuts and start kind of doing exactly what Kree's doing.
Yeah.
Faking this shit.
And what, as Trilug kind of passes by,
If you could just make sure that they are comfortable and tended to, perhaps they may need water or food.
Okay.
Trilug makes his way out. Rook, you're following. Is anyone else following out?
I'm following Rook.
Following Rook.
I'm staying back.
Following
Same.
Trilug.
So Trilug makes his way out. So he goes. So the place that Triage is to the right of your guys' tent. To the left of your guys' tent is another tent that you guys obviously haven't been into. He begins heading that way. He makes his way through the alley that connects your tent to this other tent, and begins heading like towards the back behind this third tent that's off to the left of your guys' tent. And before he goes any further, he stops for a moment.
You are sworn under the war party. We are brothers now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a man that we had captured in the mine. He is prisoner here. He is a wizard and can cast powerful spells, but he is no ally to us. He's bound and gagged within a cage behind this tent. I would like him not to die, for I have many questions for him.
What do you mean, prisoner? What do you mean from... He was just down there?
He keeps walking a little bit, and he's talking as he's walking.
A party excursion into the Ebon Mines found him, and he had cast spells, attempted to attack us. I know not of his allegiance, for he's not conscious yet.
Was he hurt already?
It seemed to be, yes.
He's walking, and you can see behind this tent there is something like a box covered in a tarp, but the tarp doesn't go down far enough for you to tell for sure that this is a cage, a large dog cage. He kind of like steps back, lifts the tarp up, and you can see laying on their side, almost in like fetal position, is this man. Dirty white robes, bound and gagged, so his hands are behind his back, and there's like a sock in his mouth tied around the back of his head.
I have not gotten a chance to speak to him. If he comes to consciousness now, I'd like to keep him posted with a guard and talk to him when he's ready.
Well, what do you plan on doing with him?
Asking what he knows and where he came from and who his allegiances are to.
Am I gonna heal this man just for him to die again?
Roll persuasion.
It's not very good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 2.
Perhaps it is an enemy to our war party, perhaps it is not. He can only be conscious for us to find out.
Well, I understand that. My only concern is that my healing, it doesn't last forever.
This is an order.
I see.
I walk over to the cage.
Walk over to the cage, and you can get a closer look at this guy. Like I said, he's wearing these white robes. It's almost like vestments, where it's like one robe and like robes that go over it, but they're like bloodied, tattered. He's laying on his side.
Does this guy look like he's been tortured? To me? Or does it look like he was fighting Warforged or whatever?
Roll medicine, man.
Can I also look into that?
Yeah, you can either give him advantage or roll on
I'm
your
good.
own.
22.
It's fine.
Probably good. I mean, you
Well,
can try.
you can roll again. Maybe you get a nat 20.
No.
Okay, 22. Definitely not tortured.
Okay.
You can see burn marks in his robes indicative of that laser weapon that you faced time and time again. Doesn't look like his hands are damaged in any way, which may be like a go-to torture method. But the one thing that you do notice is that this is not a human. His ears come up to a slight point. Possibly an elf, more than likely a half-elf, laying on his side, bound and gagged.
Do I go in the cage?
So the cage itself is fairly large. I would say it's maybe like 5 by 5 feet, and also maybe like 3 feet high. So whoever it is like, if he couldn't stand up straight, he'd have to be crouched. But there's bars on the outside, not like a slotted grate that would be like for the cage, but just like bars.
If you can heal him and bring him to consciousness, we may be able to ask him questions.
Okay, I use my healer's kit on him.
How much does he heal?
How much does little wizard man heal? Wizard man heals 9.
9. Coughing through this gag.
I thought that was real.
Thought that was real too.
Kind of like seizing a little bit, and he kind of like gets on all fours and like spreads out for a second, leans back onto his back, and you can see him like breathing deeply as you apply your healer's kit to him, your hands sticking in through the grates and applying these balms and salves and healing him up. And he just looks at you, and you see these eyes, these deep blue eyes, just kind of like in fear, shock, just kind of like looking up at you, muffled, just Trilug looks towards you.
That'll be all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Walk out.
We can assist, by the way, with the protection of, if you were to interrogate him, we can assist.
He nods.
I will call upon you if needed. We will have other interrogators at this point in time. For now, return to triage, make sure they're cared for. When they're done, you may return to your tent. Attend supper when it's served.
Okay.
Fantastic work, I'm very impressed.
Can I like pull him aside?
Trilug?
Yeah.
How?
I just say to Kree,
I'll catch up with you. I'm gonna have a little conversation.
Okay. Let's walk back to the tent.
Yes.
Trilug, with all due respect, and I know that it's really none of my business what you do with him, but if you could just try your best to not kill him, or, well, I want to heal more of your people. I don't want to waste my heals on a prisoner.
He will provide us information. If that information indicates that he is an enemy of ours, he will be killed. If he is an ally, then more conversations will take place, but only time will tell.
Let me rephrase. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'd prefer to not have to heal him again.
We will
Again,
keep him to
yeah.
the brink of consciousness if such interrogation needs to take place, and your skills will not be needed for this individual. That is my word.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I
It's
apologize.
really my pleasure.
I have not gotten your name,
Oh, Rook.
Rook. I have not interacted with one of your kind before, although I have heard tales.
I get that a lot.
You are much different than the stories I've heard.
How so?
You seem grounded in the ways of existing in the sand. I'm told that your people are isolated and
Well, it's not exactly a lie. They are. You know, my people don't do what I do.
well, I appreciate what you do and what you've done here so far.
The guy in the cage is just still kind of like mumbling quietly and almost like banging his feet on the cage. Trilug continues.
I meant it when I said if you'd like any kind of instruction on our language, I'd be happy to provide it. I'll be staying in the tent right next to Uloth's. If you'd like to learn some Orcish passing phrases, words that may help you, not just in camp, but across the Grandurg, I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Yeah,
Alright, thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Rook.
Absolutely.
Making your way off.
Get out of here.
Back away from a man in a cage and a half-orc barking directions, the four of you find yourselves within the war party of the Cracked Mesa clan, providing triage, but with hopes of entering the Ebon Mines. That is where we're going to pick up next session.
Thank you for listening to this installment of Shadow of the Seven, a Nasty Table production.